Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra 5G. Now this is available for pre-order. You can pick it up February 17th. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price on this one starts at $1,200. Alright, so let's go through the specs real quick. Now this one comes in a bunch of different colors. You got Phantom Black, Cream, Green, Lavender, Lime, Graphite, Sky Blue, and Red. For the display, you got a 6.8-inch Quad HD AMOLED panel with a resolution of 1440 by 3088. That has 501 for the PPI Patrol. The phone is IP68 dust and water resistant. You got Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the front and on the back with the aluminum frame. You got HDR10 Plus, 1750 nits brightness, and a 120 Hz refresh rate. For the processor, you got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Generation 2 with the Adreno 740 GPU. Now, what does that mean in English? Flagship specs, bro. Flagship specs. Now, you got 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, 256, 512, or 1 terabyte of storage. No micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Now, it's running Android 13 with Samsung One UI 5.1 skin on top. Now you got a 5,000 milliamp battery that features 45 watt fast charge. So that means you could charge this phone from 0 to 65% in 30 minutes. Now you also got 10 watt wireless charge and 4.5 watt power share, also known as reverse wireless charge. Now here's the biggest deal about this phone, the camera. On the rear you got a quad setup. So you got a 200 megapixel wide angle, a 10 megapixel telephoto, a 10 megapixel periscope, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens. You can shoot video at 8K 30 frames per second and 4K 60 frames per second. Now in the front, you got a 12 megapixel camera that shoots 4K 60 frames per second. Now you got dual stereo speakers, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC, always on display, face unlock, on-screen fingerprint sensor. You got DeX, Samsung wireless DeX, and of course, the Bluetooth S Pen. All right, so all of that for $1,200. What's missing? No expandable memory, no IR blaster, and no headphone jack. That shit's whack. Hashtag bars. All right, so let's unbox it and see what it is. First things first, shout out to White Shoes, back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
Calm down. Okay, here we go. This is the big boy. Samsung Knights, you already know what time it is. The Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra 5G. Now, Samsung was kind enough to give me a review unit. I did order one. It's going to come on the 17th. So I'm going to give my real review after I get my retail version. So since this is just an unboxing, I'm not going to say anything negative. Okay, you never look a gift horse in the mouth. So we're just going to unbox it and see what it is. First, here's the presentation. Now, I think y'all already know how I feel about this. But again, I ain't going to say anything disparaging against Samsung until I get my retail version. But I think y'all know. Okay, so this is the green color. Inside, you get a little flap right here. Flick of the wrist. This is going to be your device. And let's see. This is going to be your usual books and shit. Plug them and file them. SIM ejection tool. And your USB cable. Now let's see if this is USB Type-C to USB Type-C. Okay, so no charger in the box, no case. It is what it is. Like I said, we'll talk about that when I get my retail version. Right. Okay, now let me do the smell test on this one real quick. Smells like Galactus, okay? The Samsung S22 Ultra 5G, also known as Galactus. This is Galactus 2.0. Now, I hate to say it, but congratulations, you bought the same phone twice. Now, look, let me just say this real quick. I said I'm not going to say nothing negative, but you got to remember, you don't have to upgrade your phone every year. All right, all of my dudes on the Apple Mafia, you remember the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 13? Same phone, okay? You really get an upgrade after 2 years. So if you got an S22 Ultra and you get the S23 Ultra, you're not going to see a huge upgrade. Okay, so get that out of your mind. This is not meant to upgrade your phone every year. It's minimal upgrades, but you do have the 200 megapixel camera. All right, so let me pause the video. I'll set this up, and then we'll walk through the OS. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now I'm in the process of downloading all my apps. So in the meantime, let's talk about the main differences between the S22 Ultra and the S23 Ultra. Now, I'm not going to be petty and talk about Bluetooth 5.2 versus Bluetooth 5.3. No. Let's talk about the main differences that you're going to feel in the real world. And there's really only two. Number one, the processor. Snapdragon 8 Generation 1 versus the Generation 2. Theoretically, the Generation 2 should give you better performance and way better battery life. But we're going to have to put that to the test. And the next biggest difference that you're going to feel in the real world is the cameras. 108 megapixels versus 200 megapixels. Now the front-facing camera, 12 megapixels versus 40. So on paper, it might seem like the S22 Ultra has a better front-facing camera, but in the real world, okay, you can shoot 4K video at 60 frames per second. That is a huge upgrade. Not to mention, you're going to get better night mode shots. You're going to get better portrait video, better optical image stabilization, and faster autofocus. So if you're heavy into photography, the S23 Ultra is the way to go. As far as the build quality, identical. Okay, now, y'all know I always talk about, innovation and, stop selling the same phone twice. But in some ways, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I am not mad at Samsung for keeping this design because this one right here is iconic. So I'm not mad at them for milking it for one more year. I'm not mad at all. Let's see, as far as the width and the height, again, exactly the same. But I will say this, with the S23 Ultra, you do kind of have more of an aluminum feel to the sides versus the brushed aluminum. But just looking at them, they look identical. All right, so now let's talk about the Galaxy S23 Ultra 5G. As far as the build quality, y'all know I gotta say it, feels so good in the hands. Ladies, you know the procedures. And this is exactly why I'm not mad at Samsung for keeping the same design. No fingerprints on the back. I love this matte feel to it. Okay, there's your quad camera setup, LED flash. On one side, you got the power button, nice and low, Google, where it belongs. Okay, underneath the volume rocker. On the top, there's your mic. On this side, nice and clean. On the bottom, Bluetooth S Pen. Okay, Apple, Xiaomi, Bluetooth S Pen. This is what separates this phone from every other phone on the market. The built-in Bluetooth S Pen. Okay, there's your speaker grill, USB Type-C charging slot, and your SIM tray. On the front, you got a little kind of cutout for your camera. See the little LED around it? Real nice. Okay. Now, a couple of different ways you can open up the device. Swipe up, put in your pad and your pin. Next, you got your on-screen fingerprint sensor, which works flawlessly. Let's see if we get 3 in a row. Okay, that's 2. 1 more. Bang. And of course, you got face unlock. Let me see if I can do that from behind the camera. Bang, there it is. Let's get 3. Bang, and 1 more. I got my glasses on. Let's see if it works with my glasses. It does, but I'm behind the camera. Let's get that 1 more. All right, there it is. Matter of fact, let me take off the glasses and try it again. Even faster with the glasses off. I see I'm on some 4-eye fuck type shit. All right, here we go. Now, you do have always on display, fully customizable. Let me wipe it down so y'all can see that. Okay, fully customizable, always on display, time, date, battery percentage, and all your notifications. Samsung has one of the best always on displays in the game. Swipe over once. Okay, there's your Google page. All your Android 13 widgets. I'm going to try to make this part quick. You got all of your Samsung controls. So you got your media output, your device control, all of your toggles. Okay, you got Samsung DeX and Samsung wireless DeX. That's 2 different things. Okay, DeX, use the wire. That's like how Motorola has Ready For. Okay, that's pretty dope. But wireless DeX is a game changer. Okay, it's a game changer. Let's see anything else we need to see here. Screen capture, screen record, smart view, nearby share. Okay, that's like same as Apple AirDrop. Okay, let's go to settings. Now, one quick side note for everybody wearing headphones. If you hear a rumbling sound in the background, my boiler just turned on. I'm in my basement, okay? And it's freezing cold in New York City, so we need that heat. So I can't turn it off. Just bear with me. All right, so let's make this quick. Let's go to connections. Let's see, we got NFC and contactless payments. Payments, what I say payments? Payments. Let's see, anything else? More connection. Okay, VPNs, private DNS. Okay, scumbag settings on deck. Again, you got Android Auto, Quick Share. Let's keep it moving. Connected devices, okay? Smart View, for Samsung monitors and TVs and all that. Galaxy Wearable. I like how they put everything in the Samsung One UI 5. It's a lot more organized. Okay, now you got modes and routines. Okay, just like on your iPhone, how you have your sleep settings and driving and exercise. Okay, they call it modes, and you can do routines. I'll play with all this stuff when I do the full review. I'll go through it in more detail. Sound and vibration. Now, here's one thing that I love about Galaxy phones too. Watch this. Okay, let's go to sound quality and effects. You got Dolby Atmos. Turn that on. Atmos for gaming. You got an EQ. Now, usually I do the custom EQ, and I just put everything up. Now, you don't have to do this. Play with your own EQ settings, but I like the way this one sounds. Okay? And here's another thing that I like. Separate app for sound. What this means is when you connect your phone to a Bluetooth speaker and you get a notification, it doesn't go off on the Bluetooth speaker. You ever been to somebody's house and they're playing music on a speaker and they keep getting notifications and you're like, bro, put your phone on silent. And they're like, nah, I don't want to miss a call. I don't want to miss my notifications. Separate app for sound. That's epic. All right, let's see. Anything else we need to see? Notifications. Okay, got flash notifications. Okay, so if you're hearing or visually impaired, you can use that. Let's go to display. Okay, let's see. Motion smoothness, 120 hertz, refresh rate, buttery smooth, but you can have it on adaptive. Screen mode, I like to keep it on vivid, and I like to keep mine ice cold. Okay, now check this out. Screen resolution, WQHD. Don't spend $1,200 on a phone and be worrying about battery life and rocking full HD. Don't do that. Put it on Quad HD. Okay, you got edge panels. Now I like to have mine in red. Okay, but that's you swipe over. There's your edges. Okay, now like I said, when I do the full review, we'll go through all of the edge panels. Pretty dope. Now this does have a little bit of curve on the display, not super curvy, okay, but you do have accidental touch protection. Now again, this is not as bad as Samsung used to be doing with the curved displays, but I prefer Red Magic 8 Pro straight flat. Okay, anything else we need to see here? Always on display. Fully customizable. A whole bunch of different themes and styles. Let's see, did I go over wallpapers? Okay, now I'm going to show y'all some dope wallpapers. Like this is the one that I use. Shoes, come on, bro. This is my always on display on Galactus. You see, animated always on displays. I'll show you how to get that, and I'll show you how to get the Xiaomi super wallpapers. Okay, that's pretty dope. On my other Galactus, the work one, same thing, super wallpapers. And watch this, always on display. Animated, always on displays. Samsung, the theme store, you're gonna spend some money, trust me, because once you start looking at those wallpapers, and I'll leave a link for my video that I show a bunch of different live wallpapers and always on displays, you're gonna love them. All right, I love that. Let's see anything else. Home screen and layout, anything we need to see here? Okay, look, check this out. Rotate home screen. Okay, so this way when you got your car on the mount, it will rotate the actual home screen. When I like to drive, I like to leave it like this. Okay, now unless I'm driving for Uber, then I put it like this. But if I'm not, rock it like this. Okay, got Samsung Pay. Let me see. Where was I? Let's go back. Okay, so home screen rotate. Again, Apple. Home screen rotate. Please implement that. Let's see, now here's another thing that they put all in one suite. Okay, security and privacy. Now I'm not going to go through all of this stuff, but you do have your biometrics, so face unlock, fingerprint sensor. You do have your thought protection, okay, secure folders, all right, for all your scumbag stuff. You got private share, okay, and all of this stuff, device protection, everything. Let's see, anything else? Accounts and backup, nothing to really see there. Advanced features. Let's see if there's anything new in labs. Okay, you got multi-windows, full screen and split, pop-up view. I don't like that. That's a little bit too much stuff, but I'll set all that stuff up later. Okay, you got motions and gestures. Okay, lift to awake. Might as well turn that on. Double tap to turn off the screen. Double tap to turn it on. Keep screen on while viewing. Okay, everybody needs that. Alert your phone when it's picked up. All right, for all y'all savages that always got your phone like this, as soon as you pick it up, let you know you got that Pizza Hut text. Mute with gestures and palm swipe to capture. That's that. Bang. Okay, S Pen. Let's go to S Pen real quick. Now we got air actions. Now, I'm not going to go through all of this stuff. Now, I'd rather show y'all in the review, but here's a dope S Pen feature. And this is the one that I probably use the most. Call Mike. Taking quick notes, 334 1212. Hit save. Bang. That's the feature that I probably use the most. Now, if you check out the OG Galactus, same thing. Let me do that again. Now, if y'all notice, I cracked the screen in the name of YouTube, testing out the camera stabilization. This is the one that I use the most. I got it in red. Okay, I like how the actual S Pen color matches the back. Let me see. I didn't even look at this S Pen. Is it green? Okay, nah, they got it doesn't match on this one. Okay, so you got a bunch of S Pen features. You got your air command. Okay, screen write-off memos. More S Pen settings. Okay, you can unlock the S Pen. You can unlock the phone with the S Pen. Again, I don't want to make this video take 45 minutes, but I just want y'all to see some of the basic settings and let y'all see how much customization you have with these Samsung phones. Okay, let's see. You can use this as a pointer. Okay, let's see anything else. Smart suggestions, screenshots, and screen recorders. Now, this does have a game launcher. Okay, video brightness. Okay, and let's see anything else. Let's go to digital well-being. All right, monitor your internet savagery. Let's go to accessibility. Now, if you're hearing or visually impaired, all of the settings on deck. Software updates, tips, and tricks. Okay, that's pretty much it for that. Okay, so again, your classic Samsung phone. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know some of y'all gonna say, oh, well, you know, when the iPhone 13 came out, you were saying don't buy it because it looks exactly like the iPhone 12. Okay, that's cool. That's a valid argument. But my thing is this. This phone just looks so dope. If they would have changed it to something and made it worse, everybody would be saying, oh, they should have left it. Just like the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra. How they took away the secondary display on the back. Everybody's like, oh, they should have left that. Samsung, get a couple of years mileage out of this design. Okay, and maybe switch next year. Like I said, every 2 years, you get your update. Major update. Now let's see, let's go to camera real quick. Okay, so you got portrait mode. You got photos. Let's see, wide angle, all the way up to 100 times scumbag zoom. Now this is the scumbag zoom. Now, on a side note, I did the Xiaomi 13 Pro the other day. Oh, no, actually not the 13 Pro. The Xiaomi, the 12S Ultra. That's still the king of zoom. That has 120. Samsung, they toned it down a little bit because I think the Galaxy, what was it, the S20 had that same, but I don't know. I could be mistaken, but still 100 times zoom. That's kind of crazy. We're gonna put that to the test. Let's see. You got video. Now you can do wide angle. Let's see how much zoomage you get. 20 times zoom on your video. Okay, that's pretty good. And you got more. So you got your Bixby Vision, AR Zone. You got your Expert RAW. You got Pro. You got Pro mode, Pro video. Okay, that's like cinematic mode on your portrait video. Actually, is like cinematic mode on your iPhone. But you do have Pro video. Change all your settings. Night mode, food, panorama, super slow motion, hyperlapse, portrait video. That's what I meant to say. Not Pro video. Portrait video. That's like the bokeh effect on your video. So if you know anybody who has an iPhone and they talk about cinematic mode, okay, portrait video. You got director's view and single take. Okay, so the camera on this should be epic. Let's check out OG Galactus camera. Let's see something real quick. Okay, regular photos. Now we'll put them side by side. We'll take some test shots. But it's too early to tell. Anything else we need to see here? Let's just take out this S Pen one more time. Okay. Bang. Okay, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. I'm trying not to be overhyped right now, but I'm kind of on Samsung nuts a little bit because they always come out with quality products. They really do. Okay? Enjoy your S Pen. I'll do that. Now, here's your air command. Okay, so you can create a note, view notes. You got smart select, screen write. Again, I'm going to go through all of this stuff. Okay, but if you notice one more thing too, let's exit out of this. It shows the battery percentage of the S Pen. So to charge it up, just put it back in. Bang, there it is. Okay, so fresh out of the box. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, fresh out of the box, without even testing it out and without even using it, I'm going to say I love it because it's basically Galactus 2.0. Now, for my Samsung Knights, I know I'm rambling on, but this is what y'all come to see. For my Samsung Knights, y'all know every time we get a new Samsung flagship, we name it after a Marvel comic hero or villain. So this was Galactus. We had Thanos. I didn't think that this one, we was going to call it Eternity or the One Above All. Or, I had a bunch of suggestions in the comment section. But being that it's basically the same phone, it's basically the same phone, we can't give it a new name. This is Galactus, and this is Galactus 2.0. It's just like an update to Galactus. So I said that to say this. If you got a Galaxy S22 Ultra 5G, okay, you don't have to run out and get this unless you're a photographer. All right, so don't feel like you're going to be on peasant status because everybody got their S23 Ultra. And that's another thing. And Apple, they know what they're doing. That's another thing about coming out with the same design and the same color from last year. Nobody knows who's the peasant and who's the boss. Okay, nobody knows. And, that's a good thing and a bad thing. If you're a peasant, that's a good thing. If you're a boss, then you want people to know that you got the boss phone. Maybe the new color will let people know. That's how Apple really does it. They give you a subtle new color. You know what I'm saying? You come out with a new color that lets everybody know that, okay, yeah, that's the 14. But Samsung, they kept the design the same, and I love it. Okay, I love it. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one, and let me know if there's anything specific y'all want me to cover when I do the full review. But y'all already know it's going to be a Snyder cut. Get your thought juice and your popcorn ready. One more side note. I ordered the S23, the S23 and the S23 Plus. So those come on the 17th. So I'm going to unbox those on the 17th. Oh, matter of fact, I'm going to unbox all of them in the same day. Okay, on the 17th, I ordered the red Galaxy S23 Ultra. So we're going to unbox that, the S23 and the S23 Plus. Then I'm going to wait maybe about 2 more days and use my retail version to see if there's any differences. And look, this is exactly why I do that. Y'all see I did the OnePlus 11 the other day, and I was having issues with the fingerprint sensor. I got the official OnePlus 11 now, and I'm not having no issues with the fingerprint sensor at all. So imagine if I just did my full review and was like, oh, don't buy this phone, the fingerprint sensor is trash. There's a difference between Color OS and Oxygen OS. Sometimes there's a difference between a review unit and the retail version. So I don't want to come out the window talking mad shit, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, until I get the retail version. Okay, so that's why I'm going to wait a little bit longer. So my full review will probably be on the 20th. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Boxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah. Special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. #salute. Oh yeah. One more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me dope. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces.
Enterprise. Spock here.
Spock, 2 to beam up. Me and Shoes.
Enterprise out.
Alright, Shoes, you ready? Let's get up out here. Energize.
We're in a situation where everybody in the world uses technology. And if you're gonna buy some of that technology, you gotta understand certain things. Subscribe to Flossy Carter. He does reviews of all the latest technology. The iPhones, the iPads, the Galaxies, the Samsungs, whatever the fuck. The Beats by that doctor guy. And he puts his kitty cat in the videos too for you something to look at. You know, I'm an animal lover, so I like that shit. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, the Flossy Carter on the YouTube, the follow button on the Instaface, and the like button on the Facebook. Because if you don't, we're gonna have a fucking problem here. A bad one. Now hit the fucking subscribe button.